Hey guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. I'm Faith and this is FaceYaps. So let's get into it. Disclaimer before we get into the video, I do not want anybody in the comments telling me, oh, but like you're hating on someone. I'm not, okay? I'm not hating on anyone. I'm not picking apart anybody. I'm just here to talk about something really important and the lesson we cannot learn from this particular event, okay? And not in any way am I blaming her or saying that oh, she attracted her or something like the haters are saying. She's a diva, she's a queen, we love her. We do have stuff that we can learn from it, and I've recently realized not a lot of the girlies know these basic things. Let's answer the most burning question that I've read in like every single comment section, and which is a really genuine and honestly and interesting question, and it's on everybody's mind because yes, we do all the confident, attractive, most gorgeous ladies ever always get cheated on, like every single time, okay? All the time in the news we hear about it. And now Wizard Liz, like the it girl, and her child's on the way. The answer is that it's basically because of men who cannot see attractive, confident women succeeding and living their best lives. They just can't digest that idea. And it might not even be conscious. It could be very subconscious. And what happens most of the time is these men are really, really insecure. Okay? Their personalities, in their looks, in their everything. Their satisfaction, their way of validating themselves and the ego boost comes from attractive women. Once they're like, oh, if I get her, ego boost. If I get her, I'm a slay guy. What does that mean? I'm worthy. What does that mean? Validation. That is why most of the guys run and just put the woman on a pedestal, love bomb her, okay? And be like, oh, like, yeah. And then once they get her, that thing in their mind that's driving them, that, oh yeah, I gotta get her, that chasing mentality, that they are chasers by nature, that fades away. So what are they left with? Emptiness. Box one. So then what to do? Again, go and seek validation from another woman to satisfy their ego and chase that and feel good and get the high. Let's move on to the lessons. Now, there are three things we can learn from this. Lesson one, I have everything written down in my Gojo notebook because he's him. He's him. I'm not the only person who saw the Q&A video of Israelis on my FYP just like 2 days before going and seeing her Insta post about the scandal. And I was like, ah, and I ran to the video. I was like, wait, I didn't watch that video. Then I watched it just to analyze it. I've seen a lot of things. Or maybe it's just like, perspective, but that's another video. We'll talk about that later. It's like, oh, like, like I had like attachment issue from my previous relation. So do what you want with that info. Lesson number one, stop, stop being with men who are insecure, weak, have a really fragile ego, not in your league. Stop giving not your league men chances because they don't deserve it. Mic drop, oh my god, mic drop. They don't deserve it. I've seen a lot of people give chances to people who don't deserve it, are like not in their league, and then later face the same situation. What did Billie Eilish said?
He thinks he rules the world. I swear to God. Because they got a hot girl, they can be horrible.
They will love bomb you. Okay, they will treat you as a trophy. They will treat you as a yes. Because their egos are fragile. They are insecure. And how do they validate themselves? By running behind trophies. And once they get the trophies, done, goodbye, time for another trophy. The lesson is, don't give people out of your league chances. Men that complete, not even men, everybody in general, your partner should not depend upon you for validation 24/7. No, no. Okay, if they do that, that means they're insecure. And that is a really, really hard thing to take with you, because when a person don't have self-worth on their own, it becomes really hard for someone else to show them their value when they don't see it themselves. I know somebody's in the comment gonna be like, oh, but reassurance. There's a fine line between reassurance and validation. Fine line. I'll put both definitions up here. So pause and read that, okay? That reassurance, like yes, you slay. But validation is validation, and reassurance is totally different thing. Not be with someone who constantly needs validation from you, because guess what? Guess what? One day it's gonna stop, and then they will need that validation from somebody else. Landon said in his Instagram story that it was a weak moment for him and he needed validation. This ties to the next lesson. Number 2, weak moments. Now, one thing you should know about people, okay? One thing you should know about guys. After doing stuff like this, just like this guy did, he went and ranted on his Instagram story about how it was a weak moment. Guys are going to mask their mistakes as weak moments. Oh, just 5 minutes of validation. I just needed 10 minutes of validation. Exactly what I said in the last point. Validation. Okay, and they're going to downplay their intentions. It doesn't matter if it was validating for 5 minutes or 50 minutes. It was the intention, okay? Just minimizing it is not going to do anything. They're going to make you see it as like this much. I repeat, do not fall for the weak moment trick. Okay, they're going to do everything to get you to take them back. Okay, and if you do, they're gonna know that you're gonna put up with it. So when do you set your boundaries? The first time. The first time someone genuinely wants to be with you, they are not gonna risk you just even for 5 minutes. If they need reassurance, they're gonna come up to you and ask for it. Lesson number 3, gaslighting and painting everything as destiny. Okay, this is a big one. Oh my god, she wrote it in her Instagram post that how she knew in her intuition and she had dreams and stuff. And when she told him, he was like, calling her crazy. Exactly my point. Exactly my point. They're going to gaslight your intuition. They're going to gaslight you into thinking that, oh, like you're thinking too much into it, or you're crazy, or like you're too much intuitioning. Okay, if you're like an intuition girly like me, you're gonna feel it. Okay, and they're going to make you think that, hey, you're reading too much into it, all right? Oh, it's nothing like that, like you gotta relax, you're crazy. They're going to start to paint you as crazy, and they're going to start to make you question your perspective and your intuition, so you stop seeing the red flags. Be careful with your intuition, because they're going to slowly gaslight you into thinking that you think too much into it, you think too much about it, and you heavily rely on your feelings or on your intuition. They're going to make you think that it's not your intuition, it's your overthinking. And then you're going to get confused between those, and you're going to start questioning yourself. Stop doing that, diva. Stop doing that, and keep that in your mind. Next, they're going to start making it all seem like, oh, destiny, like, we're meant to be. How can you think that? Like, we're perfect for each other. How can you even like begin to think that? Like, we're meant to be. It was destiny. Like, we met. And this is so true. Once, if you start thinking like, and again, just nuisance through the conversation, this is me generally talking. If you start thinking everything as like, oh, like, that thing's destiny, you mostly start to in the red flags of it, right? If you see everything as a sign. And it's true, it has happened to me, it has happened to my friends, right? They see something, they're like, oh my god, that's destiny, and they ignore all the red flags, and they're like, oh, but it's destiny, and it's meant to be. So there goes your logic, and there goes your delulu. And I'm not saying delulu is bad, but you gotta be mindful. Now guys, I'm going to end this video because it's getting long about me ranting, but the point right now is that do not lose hope. Okay, I know when I saw it, I myself was like, oh my god, like, hope is lost, hope is lost, but it isn't. Okay, there are a lot of good people out there, a lot of good people, a lot of good couples, a lot of good friendships, relationships still out there, a lot of partnerships still going strong in their 80s. There were this old couple on my FIP that made me rekindle. I know it was such like a public thing, and people were like, pedestal, okay. But don't worry, she is a queen. I support her. We all support her, and she is a diva, and she's gonna come out of it so strong. And we support her in whatever she chooses. Anyhow, guys, subscribe. Okay, subscribe because I'm going to be doing more of these help videos because my girlies need them. I was talking to my friends and they were like, I was like, guys, forgot to do it one last thing. Now, I am a firm believer. I don't know if people are gonna hate me for this, but I am a firm believer that do not post your stuff online. Do not. Okay, like a soft launch, yeah, we get it. But hard launch, no, girl. Your stuff, keep your stuff private, especially your insecure people. Don't post them online because once they're gonna get so much love, they're gonna be like, oh, I don't need this person. I'm going. So anyhow, that's just my opinion.